A 53-win team with the reigning scoring champion is headed for the play-in, and honestly, that is the optimistic read. That team is number 1 on this list, and the argument is going to make some of you furious. These are the 5 teams that collapsed this season. One ground rule before the anger starts. Collapse means falling hard from where you finished, measured against your own last season. It does not mean becoming the worst team in basketball. A 60-win team dropping to a 5 seed is a collapse. Keep that definition handy because you are going to need it immediately. Number 5, the Detroit Pistons. 60 wins, the number 1 seed, and then a 2-0 lead over Cleveland turned into a Game 7 loss on their own floor. The response to that heartbreak was the quietest offseason of any contender. Cade Cunningham personally recruited Austin Reeves, and the reporting says Detroit chased Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, and Kyrie Irving too. Nobody came. Instead, they subtracted. Isaiah Stewart, Karis LeVert, and Marcus Sasser were traded. Tobias Harris walked, and All-Star center Jalen Duren is still unsigned in a contract standoff with camp approaching. Meanwhile, the entire conference armed up around them. The core is all under 25, and internal growth won them 60, so this is the gentlest collapse on the list. But 60 wins with everyone healthy was the ceiling, and the East just got meaner. The 1 seed becomes a 4 or 5 seed, and in this conference, that changes everything. If your team is about to show up on this list, the like button is down there for emotional support. It genuinely helps the channel. Number 4, the Golden State Warriors. Here is the uncomfortable part. Their collapse already started. 37 wins, 43 different starting lineups, and a season wrecked by Jimmy Butler's torn ACL, a knee problem that cost Curry 27 straight games, and a torn patellar tendon for Moses Moody. Everyone assumes the bounce back. Look at the actual math instead. Butler is not expected until around January. Curry is 38. The same veteran core returns to a Western Conference that got deeper, and the schedule makers put 7 of their final 9 games on the road. They were 24-19 when Curry played, which is the entire bull case, and it is a bull case built on a 38-year-old never missing time again. The play-in is the ceiling, and missing it entirely is live. Number 3, the Charlotte Hornets. 44 wins, their best season in a decade, powered by a top 5 offense. Then they took it apart on purpose. LaMelo Ball, fresh off his healthiest year and his first All-NBA votes, was traded for Naz Reid and picks. Miles Bridges was flipped for role players. A play-in team handed its entire offense to a second-year player. And yes, I hear it already, because this channel ranked Con Knueppel number 1 on the breakout list, and I stand by every word. Both things can be true. Knueppel can explode, and this team can still fall, because one sophomore leap does not replace an all-star engine and a starting forward at the same time. The leap is real. The floor underneath it is gone. Back to the lottery they go. Halfway home, so here is the assignment. One of these 5 collapse calls is wrong. Pick exactly one, tell me why, and I will defend the rest. I read every single one. Number 2, the Los Angeles Clippers. 42 wins last season required 65 games of the highest scoring season of Kawhi Leonard's life, and it still ended in a home play-in loss with Darius Garland fouling out. Now do the roster math. Whether the frozen Toronto trade finalizes next week or next year, almost every version of this ends with Kawhi gone and the Clippers rebuilding around Garland. Garland is genuinely good, 20 a game with a 41-point night after the trade. But the incoming pieces are legally stuck on another roster, the front court is dangerously thin after shipping out Zubac in February, and the franchise that has never reached the finals in its entire existence is starting over under an investigation cloud. Subtract a career year from a 42-win team and you do not get a play-in team. You get the lottery. Number 1, the Los Angeles Lakers, 53 wins, 3rd in the West before the injuries hit, a playoff series win over Houston. And then LeBron James told them he was leaving on the very morning free agency opened, and the roster dissolved. 8 players gone. Not one of the 5 starters from that Houston upset is still on the team. The replacement plan is real talent, and I will say that plainly. Walker Kessler was the center Luka asked for, And Quentin Grimes and Colin Sexton are useful players. But Kessler missed almost all of last season with a shoulder injury. The second star was replaced by a max contract for Austin Reeves, and the margin for error is now one hamstring. Everything, every single night, runs through Luka. In the West, we broke down 2 weeks ago. With 5 armed superpowers and Phoenix and Dallas rising, 53 wins does not carry over. This team falls out of the top 6, into the play-in, and one Luka injury from missing the whole thing. The scoring champion deserves better. He is not getting it this season. Quick word for the near miss. Denver won 54 and got upset in round 1, and the only reason the Nuggets are not on this list is that a healthy Jokic season has a floor nobody on this list can match. That is the 5. The Lakers, the Clippers, the Hornets, the Warriors, and the champs of the regular season in Detroit. Screenshot this video because in April it is either a victory lap or my funeral. And honestly, both are good content. Subscribe so you are here for whichever one it is. See you in the next one.